Welcome back, everybody. This is Eva Colette playing the same Sims 2 Strangetown Let's Play. Today we will be playing the Curious Brothers. You will notice that the Spectre household is now the subject household. The way that I had to edit that caused me to load my game in without the custom content, so we might have some slight hiccups as a result, but that'll be fine. We know how to work around those things. We are still moving Pascal out at the beginning of this round. Pascal and Nebula are still living with his brothers Vidcund and Lazlo, but we will be moving them out almost immediately once we're loaded into the lot. Looks like everything is back the way it's supposed to be. The only thing that we really lost was the money that was in their bank accounts. So I am going to have to go in and fix that. Let me think. He had gotten that 15,000 and they had hit 10,000, which means all of them had put 3,000 in. I feel like one more person had a payday from a chance card. I'll have to go back and watch the episode and remind myself because I did not write it down properly. Yay me. But we are going to family funds them 25,000 simoleons, hypothetically. There it is. Oh, I should have done the plus. Because they also had 699. There we go. And he's the one that needs to deposit the most because he has money he needs to take with him. We also need to pack up his room, his belongings for him. He is a science sim. I thought I had already packed up his stuff, but apparently I'm misremembering things. It's okay. We are gonna have him take this very top telescope, and we will stop sending people up there to stargaze. It just takes an eternity. His dresser, obviously. The ACR adjuster will remain with the household. He does get to take one of the desks and two of the chairs. Actually, I'm going to move computer desk down here, bring that chair out of the walkway a little bit. Considering that he's going to have more money available to him, he's actually going to leave everything except Nebula's crib. No, the toddler stuff will come with him because we bought that specifically for Nebula. The other crib and of course the changing table will stay. We're going to have you, well, would you look at that, hold your niece. And then we will pack their beds once he gets up. Okay, fine. You can hold Nebula. And just a reminder, Lazlo is the last of the Curious Brothers who was abducted by aliens and is now pregnant. I absolutely need you to... Oh my goodness. Move out before work arrives for you, sir. Alright, now we will. Kind of figured that was going to be a problem. Need to get this. Thank you. Alright, Nebula. Okay, and once they are moved out, we're actually going to leave this lot and finish moving him in properly. Just because if we don't, nobody will be able to call him. Like, it causes all kinds of problems for him to... Yes. And then we'll get the other two's savings started. Really, I'm gonna have to watch that other episode, and can't believe I didn't note down their savings amounts. Because, yeah, that is one of the things with the hacked computers, is if you do load the game in without the hacked computer installed, especially if you load a lot in, but possibly if you load the game, it will delete everybody's savings. It's part of the reason I have notes that I keep, because it means that I can make sure that people get the proper amount of funds if something like that does happen, or when, because it will always happen eventually. Alright, so we're at the same apartment complex as Nervous. We are literally just going to rent him an apartment. We are not going to rent the same one that Nervous had. Because, well, Nervous is technically has sort of an outdoor area. That's considered a wall, and so it's not truly, I need someplace to put his telescope. So we're gonna do this. And of course, the way that this apartment building is set up, some of the smaller rooms are a little bit difficult to use, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. Alright, so that's everything they brought with them. And it looks like they will still have a whole extra room. Probably not for long, in one form or fashion or the other. There we go. And of course we do have to set this to Tuesday. And they'll probably actually live here for a while. And I really need to leave this lot now. And he has 18,000, which means he should get 4,000 in family funds to start. Alright, get back to the actual household that we're playing, which is now Vidcund, Lazlo, and Galileo, plus, you know, random unborn alien sim. And now Pascal will be played after the Traveler family, at least for right now. When we hit round 5, I will reorganize my play order to make more sense within the neighborhood with the families that are there at that time. Every 5 rounds I do that. Because otherwise, chaos ensues. Okay, so he wants to volunteer his brother to get abducted. Well, that's not happening, sir. And you... Alright. Gotta go ahead and take a shower. In the bathroom. I'm gonna actually have him hold his child briefly. Because we're going to do a little bit of room reorganizing here. Galileo. I'm okay with leaving that there, honestly. Nope. Galileo's birthday, according to my notes, which, as we know, are incomplete and imperfect, is tomorrow evening. So, he has a day off today, like genuinely, legitimately off. And then because Pascal moved out and he was the one who hired the nanny, yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna have him call the service and be the one who hires the nanny now. And cancel the schedule because it still has Pascal's schedule in there, which doesn't help since nope, that's not what I meant you to do. Call service. And you can go with 3,000. And then he needs a cleaning skill point, which he's got locked in. So I'm going to have him go ahead and study cleaning. And then he probably needs to sleep. I love how they're both volunteering each other to get abducted by aliens again. And I do not have any notes on... Well, she is your half-sister, so that's not an option, my dude. Plus, she's a romance sim. Yeah, they just don't have much in the way of attraction happening here. They usually do a little bit better than this, by the way, as far as attraction goes. Like, I don't think I've ever had a game that I can remember where all three of the Curious Brothers were just like, attraction? Well, that's gonna... Yeah. Alright. Well, apparently my notes about Galileo's birthday were in fact accurate. Oh yeah, you need to pay bills. I am going to have you call a sim. Go ahead, talk to Cersei. And actually also call a family member. Oh no, he fell out of love with Cersei. She must have told him that she's having Loki's child. Shame. Oh, that's very funny. I don't know what happened there, but it ended any thoughts he had of love for Cersei. Alright, it's bedtime for you. Yeah, go make yourself some food, sir. No, don't stuff your face. Why are you like this? Oh my goodness. Have some actual food. Make yourself a meal. Don't burn the house down. Please and thank you. You can clean that up now. And you know what? You want to stargaze, so go for it. Although you are technically a nature sim, so once you establish that want, I'm going to have you take care of the yard a bit. And now he wants that card. It's probably not gonna happen. At least not soon. You have to have monies for that. Go ahead and take care of your nephew instead. It's a little bit more important. And then we'll let you take care of some needs and go to sleep. He does work today, and he might. He has the baby in time. I mean, if you want to jump rope, go ahead, sir. Feel free. Now he wants to see a ghost and get his brother abducted by aliens. That's so funny. Oh, there's Crystal Vu, who they're both very slightly attracted to, but not enough to really pursue a relationship with her. Alright, well, you can have some food, sir. Why do you even have a maid hired? I just have questions. Go have some food. Oh look, the dog wandering through our house. Again, why do they do that? Oh, and there's Lola being chased off by the dog that is not actually a part of our family. And we're gonna let you do a thing. Continue with the yard work. Did you not unclog the toilet, you weirdo? And of course we're kind of tied to the lot until they have had all of their babies and or but once that happens we'll get them out and about, see if we can't introduce them to some people they might actually be attracted to, that kind of thing. It is much easier when there are two of them. Alright, now he's gonna help with the birthday. When he is a child, his eyes are gonna be astonishingly, terrifyingly large. Anywho, now we need to rebuy assorted toddler items for him. Which is fine. And with Pascal moved out, we have this whole huge room available, which is great. Whoops. Seriously, why is there a phone every 3 feet in this house? This is the last thing I needed, yes. And forgot about the rocking moose. Well, maybe for a richer family down the line. But this will give Galileo the chance to develop all sorts of toddler skills, and I am going to have him potty train his nephew here real quick. Just to start that skill building. Or that. Yeah. Those toddlers. We'll just have him snuggle. And then we know how much you enjoy stargazing, so go ahead. You want me to stargaze? That he just did. Yes, sir, we do. Oh, and Galileo apparently is a tinkering sim. So we will be doing tinkering-y things for him. Alright. And he needs friends. That's why he's not getting promoted. So we're going to have him work on those highest 2 relationships again. Cersei Beaker being Cersei Beaker, we could be working on this one for a while. And then when he's done, I think I'm gonna have him come down here and tend this again. It aligns better with the nature enthusiasm that he actually has, and And you can put your offspring to bed, actually. And when his brother's off the phone, we'll have him call and try to make some friends as well, because they definitely all need this. And I'll be honest, a lot of times I have not done much in the way of toddlers so far in this game, but a lot of times when I do toddlers, I turn on the bullprop, the testing cheats, and I just let, like, I will cheat up their energy when their parents aren't home and stuff because it makes my life much easier. But I don't think I'm gonna try not to do that in this game and see if I can make it work without. And pizza casserole seems like a thing that you would like, Lazlo. He's so untidy. Oh, and it's too late for him to call anybody. Yep. Tomorrow. Or something. Alien baby incoming. Poor Lazlo, not prepared. Okay, so we have another girl. I'm gonna go with Aurora on this one. Make sure I'm spelling that right. Interesting that it's not showing up the other parent. I wonder why that is. Anywho. Not super concerned about that at the moment. Alright, Lazlo's carpool will be here fairly soon. Do some stuff here real quick, sir. Of course. Okay. Yeah. Have him have some breakfast. We definitely need to move that bathroom, do some redesign when we get a chance, because it causes weird routing stuff for sure. He wants to learn all kinds of toddler skills. We'll have Dad work with him on some of that in a little bit. I think that loading the game without the multi-pollination tech mod that I have caused Aurora to become a clone of Lazlo. But I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. It'll be okay either way. He got a promotion. So he's a high school science teacher now, which is fun and exciting. He's gonna need another cleaning skill point. Oh boy. As well as friends. Always need more friends. So we'll have him work on that. And
Gitu pa.
oh, that's gonna change his work schedule. Yeah, he works tomorrow now. That's okay. General Buzz? He's not home. What about Pascal? Pascal is home. Well, we'll try. And... have him keep working on that. Okay. And we're gonna have you plant what we are absolutely pretending is not a illegal herb there. No illegal herbs. And then have some food. Okay, and you can put your son in a crib and have some food as well. Oh no, he fell asleep in his plate. I should have predicted that. I should have seen that coming. Seriously though, one of these rounds I promise I will get them off of this lot and have them meet people. I promise. It's just hard to do when they, you know, have alien kids around. Alright, and you need to wake up and care for your child. We'll let you go back to sleep after, but I'm not having her be yellow all night long. It's not happening. Okay. He mostly just needs to have fun, so I'm gonna let him play a video game. You need to go ahead and potty train your offspring, who is very close to having an accident. Oh, too late. I have him change his diaper. And then get him a bottle. Oh yeah. And let's see if he's happier than he was. We'll count it as a win. And we'll also have you pay the bills. And call some friends. We'll hope they're both still home, or at least one of them is. And you can come work on having some fun here, son. Oh, Cersei is available. It's not nothing. Betting Pascal is not, yeah. The fact that you have fun cleaning is such a weird quirk. Why are you like that? Okay, so Lazlo and a small group of coworkers have a side project they do during their lunch break. They're building a model rocket on the roof of the work building, and today's launch day. Lazlo has also been experimenting with the fuel that Lazlo has been making by himself. His fellow teammates are a bit skeptical about the idea. Should Lazlo add the experimental fuel or go with the generic one? You know, considering he's been abducted by aliens, I feel like he's brave enough to try his version. Rocket launches from the pad and shoots upward at an alarming rate and far higher than expected. The team cheers at their success, and Lazlo receives a bonus in science enthusiasm. Oh good, he didn't set his school's roof on fire. Would have been terrifying. And it does feel like that should be one of the options. Catastrophic failure. You burned a high school down. Alright, and his carpool will be here in about an hour. Oh, wait. Okay. Good. I'm glad I checked. We're gonna have him next. Potty train his son. No. No, you need your father's attention. And he is... Oh my goodness. Come on. And not the nannies. You don't need the nanny's attention right this second. You're a good kid. I'm sure she will want to put him to bed pretty much immediately. Or maybe try to feed him. It's hard to say. Alright. You're gonna tickle your son and then go to work. Do it. And hopefully she's, yes, putting him to bed. Thank goodness. Half the time they're like, no, but we need to feed you first. It's not helpful, Nanny. It's not helpful when they're that tired. Oh, Lazlo brought home a friend. It looks like he brought home Loki Beaker. You know what? I feel like they would be not friends, but, you know, we all have people that we're politely acquainted with who, you know, maybe aren't our favorite. Also, can you imagine explaining to Loki that, yes, I have an alien baby. No, you can't use it for experiments. We're discussing music and bombs. Maybe we're discussing controlling bombs via music? That feels like a thing they might actually discuss in The Sims. Or maybe it was a joke about controlling bombs by music. Ah, money. Money is important, guys. Lots of money. Possibly robbing banks. And schematics? Graphs. Now, yep, we're definitely discussing the possibility of robbing a bank. That's what this feels like. And downhill skiing to escape? Yeah, I don't think your escape plan was a good one there, Lazlo. Oh, man. Ah, yes, teens. Get standing in the road and playing kicky bag. Yeah, it was probably a good thing that you guys kept that short. Okay, that was fun and fairly hilarious, but mostly just fun for me. Okay, you need a cleaning skill point, but you want to have a snowball fight. Buy an easel. We're just gonna have you study cleaning. Sorry, man. Oh. Your nephew is awake, but he doesn't really need your attention. Yay, the nanny is struggling with... Ah. He gained his cleaning skill point already. Brilliant. He already has a creativity skill. Okay. Once they have the 4 basic skills that you can get as a toddler down, I just let them do whatever they want. But until then, I try to, you know, build their skills in a useful way. I'm gonna have him call his brother. Because I do want them to be friends. You made the food. No, eat the food that you made. The nanny is still just sitting there. Well, apparently she believes she needs to take care of our child. Which is all well and good. He wants to go ice skating. Somebody just got chubby. Thanks. I do love how that works in The Sims, by the way. Like, oh no, you had too many meals. Now you are no longer skinny. That's how it works in real life, but it usually takes, you know, longer. Right, and you can go ahead and put Galileo to bed. And then also clean up the bowl. And go to sleep yourself. And the nanny will eventually leave. Maybe. Questions about the way the nannies work. Anyway. Yep, there's your ride. We're good. He does work Saturday and Sunday. He does not. Well, that means that he might be able to get out of the house and... Alright, we are after 6 a.m. This is the end of the round for these 4. And we're gonna head back out to the neighborhood. And, of course, we do have to update this. Updated. So we've got Vidcund and Lazlo with Galileo and Aurora living in the classic Curious house up here on the hill. Galileo's a toddler, Aurora is an infant. They're both desperately needing friends to make promotions. And neither of them has a love interest yet. We'll see where that goes. And then, of course, we have Pascal, who moved out with his daughter, Nebula. They have not officially been played for this round yet. They'll be played a few episodes from now. The next episode is actually going to be the Smith household. And I will be doing a better job of updating the last name, because we do need to get a number on Pascal and Nebula here to make sure that we don't have problems with things like family funds down the line. But thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. And hopefully your real life is going smoothly and you get to enjoy your game a bit. I'm off to do some real life now.